So that's like the only thing. And you know what? Surprisingly, I'm not even stressed out about it because it's gonna be what it's gonna be and I can't change the outcome. So this is the new relaxed Chris, guys. I am cool as a cucumber going into this thing.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, bonjour.
Hello. Hello.
Can I see your passports, please? And if you wouldn't mind finishing lowering that back window.
Oh, yes.
What are we traveling with other than some clothing and some dogs?
Just basic.
She was so nervous.
I was, and I don't know why. Like, I don't have anything to be nervous about.
So this site here at Narrows Campground in Bar Harbor on Mount Desert Island was really, really nice. We had a wonderful stay here for 3 weeks. The only thing that's a little tough is that the sites are a little slanted. They're kind of all on hills, so it didn't really bother us. We saw a few people having trouble parking. It just kind of takes a little bit longer to set up. Oh yeah, and I got my doorbell ring cam finally on. I don't think I'm gonna travel with that quite yet. We have 4 other cameras that stay mounted permanently, but I'm just gonna pull it off quick. It's pretty easy, and it just kind of unclips like that. This campground's really kind of rustic, which we like for the most part, but
We've said a few times in recent history that we're making the shortest RV travel day in all of history, but today is a new record for the shortest travel day in all of our RV history. We're going literally less than 3 miles, 5 minutes. At this pace though, it's gonna take us an hour, isn't it?
yeah, no matter how short the travel day, it's still a travel day. It's still pack up, it still takes hours for some reason. In that 2.9 miles, we passed 2 lobster pounds. Here's the other lobster pound. I think we're probably gonna go to this one. It's closer. We could like walk to that one. There's a 3rd lobster pound. 3 lobster pounds in 2 miles. Actually, and then the other way, like a mile, there's 2 more. It's even got a little lobster on the sign right there. June almost went down and went to bed in 2.9 miles. Oh, there she goes. Close her eyes.
What about Lewis?
Louie, it takes a lot longer than 2.9 miles to sleep. We got lucky and got the very last 50 to 30 hookup.
The very last one?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Now I don't gotta run to town and mess around at Walmart.
That's great.
Home sweet home. That was absolutely the shortest travel day we've ever done. Nice big pull through site. I see all the fantasy RV tour stickers on the back of the rigs. Everybody's all stickered up, getting ready to go. This is exciting. We got 12 hours to eat all the vegetables in the house.
No problem. No problem. It's time to start being productive with our time.
The rally starts at 3 o'clock.
2:45 we have to be there. Good boy, Lewis. Good boy.
Is anybody else yelling at the screen right now telling Chris to put the right harnesses on the right dogs?
Oh no. I don't know why I did that. I was distracted. Will this work?
Yeah, they're the same size actually. Louis just doesn't like blue.
A lot of people boil, but it
We're standing outside, and to my right, there are huge lobster pots, boiling, steaming, and we are being served dinner tonight by On the Rock Lobster, and they're giving us a classic Maine dinner. Not only are we getting lobster, but we're getting corn on the cob, coleslaw, and even fresh baked blueberry pie. They're putting them in the ovens right now, and I can already smell the buttery dough coming to life with ice cream on the side. This is seriously an incredible night number one here in Bar Harbor with a classic lobster dinner.
Well, this is it. This is Canada Crossing Day.
Today is Canada Day 1, and the campground is starting to clear out. Our neighbors are leaving, and we're ready. I'm a little bit nervous for the first time in a long time. I haven't felt this feeling in a long time to do something new. We have a lot of firsts coming up, and I have the butterflies.
You get nervous going across the California ag checkpoints, though.
I do. For some reason, authority makes me sweat.
And the border checkpoints down in like Texas and Arizona.
The immigration checkpoints, yeah, I get kind of nervous going through any sort of checkpoint. So today will be fun, but it's just starting to hit me like the morning of, you know?
Hide your fruits and vegetables.
I know.
So today's trip is 136 miles. We're leaving the Bar Harbor area and we're headed up to New Brunswick, St. Andrews area in Canada. The border crossing should hopefully be nice and easy and smooth like it typically is, but you always hear those horror stories, so we're hoping that's not us. Luis, June, ready to go to Canada?
You know, another thing, I'm gonna sound right at home in Canada since so many people think my accent is Canadian.
Northern Minnesota. Quick stop at Walmart. This was about 2 minutes from the campground. We are gonna pick up some veggies just so we don't get scurvy, and some fruit, right?
Yeah.
Eat your fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, when we get into the campsite tonight, or this afternoon, I would rather use that time to work and not go to the store.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about border crossings that just make people nervous. You know, us regular folk have nothing to hide, but it's still the fact that you're going through and you're kind of getting grilled on a bunch of questions that you might not even be prepared for. So the big ones that we know of are, of course, your passport, your registration, the license plates on your rig and your RV. Do you have any weapons, firearms, tobacco, alcohol, fruits, vegetables, things like that they're most likely going to ask. I'm sure it'll be smooth. Well, we're just a couple miles out from the very last gas station in the US on our route. We just finished munching the rest of our vegetables, getting rid of the evidence.
We're so close. Can you feel it?
And the nice thing about this Irving truck stop is that it takes the TSD card, so we at least save a little bit of money before heading into Canada, because I hear the diesel prices are a little bit more expensive than the $4 a gallon here in the States. There's a whole lot of RVs that
I see a lot of our fantasy stickers.
Yeah, there's a lot of fantasy RVers getting fuel. I suppose there was probably a little backup.
I thought we were further behind a lot of those people.
Okay, this is the final 5 miles before we get to the border, Chuck. We've done a little bit of research on it, not a ton, because you don't want to stress yourself out with all the horror stories, which are obviously not that common. I mean, it's important to, you know, have your little border crossing kit where you have your passports, your registration, titles of your vehicles, insurance is in here. What else do we have?
Rabies certificates.
Yes, the rabies certificates for the dogs, their microchip numbers, and hopefully it's just an easy cross. Chris is so nervous that she's not even going to say anything on the camera.
Cat's got my tongue, I guess.
Hopefully she doesn't freeze up when we're there.
I will be just fine, guys. Don't worry about me. Aaron, don't worry about me. I'm ready.
I'm slightly worried.
I'm ready to go.
I got to take my hat off.
Yeah, you should.
Sunglasses, both the windows down.
Yes.
Shut off the vehicle.
Yes.
Easy peasy.
You know what? I'll have a lot more information after we get through.
Yeah. On the other side of the border.
Other side of the border,
Chris will start talking again.
I'll word vomit everything. How's that? Is that a deal?
Deal.
Okay.
Take the second exit at the traffic circle. After half a mile, join the highway.
I get so nervous, Aaron, with the authority. I don't know why. It's okay. They're Canadians.
Ah, look at that.
We got some puppies back there.
I see that. What brings us up to Canada?
We are traveling to see the Maritimes on a fantasy tour. It's 34 days on the tour, and then we'll be staying an additional 16 days on our own.
So, what are we traveling with other than some clothing and some dogs?
Oh, just basic. We have some office equipment like laptops, kitchen stuff. We have bikes, grill.
Yeah, camping gear, hiking gear, biking.
So when you say some office supplies, you intend to do some work while you're up here, guys?
We do, yeah, we have an online business.
But that's the only type of work you do?
Yeah, that's
you
the
have
only.
business or commercial goods, anything to sell, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Do we have any alcohol today?
We have
Yes.
2 bottles of wine.
Got any tobacco or nicotine products?
No.
Got any cannabis or CBD products?
No.
Anybody carrying a weapon or a firearm?
No.
Pepper spray, knife, taser, mace, anything like that?
No.
You guys been to Canada before?
No.
No.
First time up, eh?
Yeah.
You have any currency over 10,000, guys?
No.
7,000 US, I guess.
No.
No.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. The puppies did good. Nice and quiet.
He didn't even ask if we have fruits and vegetables, the things I was nervous about the most.
She was so nervous.
I was, and I don't know why, like, I don't have anything to be nervous about. Like, not a single thing to be nervous about.
He couldn't have been any nicer of a guy.
He could tell I was so nervous.
Yeah. And he's like, can you finish rolling down the back window for me, please?
Well, and at first, you know, he's, you know, says bonjour, and then I don't say anything because I'm so nervous that I don't say hello.
She did freeze up. I knew she was going to freeze up. She froze up.
I did.
He
I
goes,
froze up.
can I see your passports, please?
And then I snapped into it when he said that, and I said yes.
So question-wise, he was
easy.
really good. Yeah, he asked the very basics. Where's the plate from on the truck? Didn't even ask the license plate for the RV. Didn't ask anything about food. He did the open-ended question, which is actually quite tough because he goes, you know, besides you and the dogs and clothes, what'd you bring with you? So that's where
I kind of froze up on that one too because that's an overwhelming question. It's like, as a full-time RVer, you start thinking like, you want to know about my Scrabble game that I got up in the cabinet?
I
like,
know,
how much stuff do I have to like declare here? You know?
literally have
I
everything.
Everything. Like, I have so many things. I have 52 pieces of Tupperware. You want to know about those?
So that's the worst question. I actually forgot to mention that because I've heard that they do ask that before, and I mean it's just one of those ones
But like
where
we
it's
did
like
say like bikes. We have our grill.
we tried to stick with the camping, you know, hiking gear, bikes. We have cooking, you know, utensils.
I did say that right away.
Office
Kitchen
supplies.
stuff.
He was interested in the office supplies because he was wondering what we're gonna do up here for work.
Yes, I believe that, and I'm just speculating, but I believe that in Canada, they don't want Americans coming in and taking work from Canadians.
Yes.
And so he wants to make sure, like, I'm not selling anything up here or doing anything that could pull from the Canadian economy, right?
Yeah, and he did mention that we said we were on a tour, an RV tour, and he said, "Oh yeah, I've seen a few of you guys today." So I think that kind of helps when you're coming through in a caravan. The border agents are getting used to. I mean, there's 25 of us rigs.
We have these big yellow stickers on our rig.
Yes, it says Fantasy RV Tour all over our RVs. So by the end of it, and we're actually coming up towards the tail, so he's probably seen a good dozen of them.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty slow border crossing. So
yeah.
Are we? I feel like we're going slow. Are we going too slow?
Well, is the speed limit?
That's probably, we need to change. There we go.
Okay, yeah, I was going slow.
Yeah, 109. It said 68 miles per hour, which it was doing a calculation, and 109 is kind of a weird one too, but pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Welcome to Canada. Chris is gonna start drinking.
I survived it. You know, my heart rate, it's at 91 right now. That's a little high for me. My resting is normally like 60 or 70. The dogs did good.
Do not hire Christine to smuggle anything illegal for any, it's not gonna end well.
Yeah.
And from what we've heard, the Canada border crossing's the easy one. Coming back into the States is the tough one.
Maybe we should make you drive back to the States and see how it feels, Aaron. Huh?
What happened to cool as a cuke?
If anybody thinks that Aaron should handle the U.S. Customs back, help a sister out.
I think you need to redeem yourself with the proper put it in park, shut off the vehicle, roll down your window, and roll down the dog's window. She just pulled up like it was a drive-through window waiting to take an order. So this drive up through northern Maine, and once we're here in Canada, obviously, we wanted to kind of say how much it reminds us of northern Minnesota and Wisconsin.
It really does feel like northern Minnesota up here. Like we feel like we're up north. So I'm excited to get to the first campground. It's ocean front, right? We're on the ocean. That's what it says. We're really kind of just going in blind to a lot of these things, so it's going to be really fun to show up and see what we're getting into, and the hard part's over. Time to celebrate.
Wow, this is getting really beautiful.
Ever wonder where the name Irene Iron Travels comes from? It's actually named after my online fitness and nutrition coaching business, Irene Iron Fitness. I help people move better, feel better, and eat better with strength training and real food. No fad diets, no harsh restrictions, no counting calories, and absolutely no processed food in a package. If you want to get stronger and feel better at any age, check the description below for the links with my new client special, or join in on our next and upcoming group challenge.